Hi everybody, this reading is for Gemini+Snake, which is the Lemur. As always, I'd like to tell you guys that I have the 5 elements on my table surrounding the tarot deck: the fire, the earth, the metal, water, and wood. I use PrimalAstrology.com for reference. I'm not sponsored by them, they're not sponsored by me. I use the Emerald Lotus Divination, the Spiritual Path reading spread for you guys' tarot reading. And I'm not a psychic per se, but I'm intuitive and I'm a metaphysical coach and a spiritual practitioner. So let's get into this. Whoa. Wow, real powerful stuff here happening, Gemini. Give me a minute. Be patient with me. I take the reading in before I start talking, just so I can have an understanding of what's going on here. Yeah, there's some sort of big upheaval happening here. So let's get into the reading. I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards. So these are the energies that you need more of. Happiness. You've been sad. You've been depressed. You need happiness. I can tell by the spread that that's what's been going on. And you also need activation. Now this card is very interesting because activation can mean a great many things, but for spirituality, you need to activate your spiritual awakenings. If you've already had one, great, or if you never had one, you need to strive for it. This is spiritual activation. And it's not a coincidence that it shows up next to happiness, because the only way you're going to be happy is if you're on a spiritual path. There's a lot of struggling and a lot of learning and a lot of work involved to be on a spiritual journey, because a lot of stuff happens when you're on it. But you'll never be happy unless you seek some sort of enlightenment. Let's say. What's next to your spiritual path? The Temperance card showed up. Balance and harmony. The angel is kind of like talking to me on this one. Like that's what I'm noticing in this card. You need to tap into your higher consciousness. That's why the activation card showed up. What's important on your spiritual path? What is the Eight of Swords? We're going to have to clarify why the Eight of Swords showed up in this position. Because okay, this is not negative. You need to isolate yourself. It's like literally telling me you need to isolate yourself from whatever surroundings you have, because it's not, whatever it is, it's not making you happy. And because the higher consciousness balance card showed up, you need isolation in order to help activate it. What should you avoid in your path? Guilty pleasures. That's what's kind of coming at me right now. This is a card of financial gain. It's like prosperous. But what I told you is how this is how I read it though. Yeah, so you need to avoid the dreamy land of like vanity and that type of thing. Because you're too much in the world. You're way too much in the world. Like in our society, we're like obsessed with money, and that's what your focus is on. But you can't activate your higher consciousness because you're kind of like a slave into the this is old world belief. Spirituality will bring you abundance. As a matter of fact, it'll bring you more abundance than you could ever imagine if you take the spiritual journey path. Things will happen for you in great ways. But when you're stuck in the old world of thought where jobs, hard work equals money, and in order to be money, you're going to be happy. It's kind of like it's an enslavement mindset. Like you're imprisoning your ability to tap into the universe, and not because it won't make you happy. So activating your higher consciousness is going to help you. How can you trust you're on the right path? The Judgment card came out. It's a wake-up call to your life purpose. It's also why the Temperance card showed up in what's next on your spiritual path. Message from the universe. Dun dun dun. This means rebirth for you. This card has a lot of meanings, but because the way this spread read, this is rebirth for you. That's the message from the universe, and it's highly linked to your isolation to activate your higher consciousness. Now, just so we can do some metaphysical teaching here, I could talk. I'm not going to give you advice or lecture on what I know, and I have another channel. It's Brandon Ryder, R-I-D-E-R. If you want to learn metaphysics and spirituality, I have over 180 videos on my other YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I think it's in the same channel stream. If you click at the link at the top, if you're on PC or whatever, there's another channel option, and you can probably click it because I think it's on the same Google profile on this one. I'm not too sure. I'm not like a super tech genius. I'll double check for you if you want. Write in the comments below, or email me at realitysimulator@gmail.com, and we'll find out. I'll have to look on somebody else's, like use another profile on somebody else's computer, look at it, see what you guys are seeing on yours. But what I wanted to do is let's use the tarot to help you, whatever message needs to be sent to you, to help you activate your higher consciousness. To clarify how we can do this for you specifically. So this is like a hero. He's coming home from a battle or something, or there's some sort of celebration happening here. You need to celebrate what you've already achieved. That's why the happiness card's there as well. And the Lover showed up. So love is important for your spiritual path. To help activate your higher consciousness, you need love. Now, this could be not necessarily a one-on-one relationship with a spouse or something. This could be family, friends. Just you need to have love in your life. That's what this is yelling at me. And you also need to make a choice on where to put your finances. There's some sort of balance weighed there, because you're focused too much on money. You gotta stop doing that. So you gotta choose how you're gonna use your money in order to activate your higher consciousness. Love, a hero celebration. Celebrate what you've accomplished. You've done great things. Be content with that. Be happy, and you got to make the choice. Well, I greatly appreciate you guys watching the video. Hope it resonates with you, and take care.